Hey guys, Rafferty Pendery here. In this video, we are going to talk about turning chaos into success. And there might just be a way you can do that. There's a really important word when we're trying to actually take a situation that's chaotic, right? It could be a business or some situation in life we're dealing with this chaos. The first thing we actually need to do is look at and see, what is this chaos? What's actually going on here? And it involves looking. When we really spend that time to observe and see what is going on, you can find out, why is this even happening? The action that I focus on in that scenario is, what is the process that I can do, or processes that if I put in place will help take this chaos and turn it into a flow? Because all that we're dealing with when we have chaos going on is just random stuff. It's just a lot of different stuff that isn't moving in a good direction. So we have all this chaos. And so you start to look at the chaos and you're going to find that there are some natural channels of this chaos. There's some natural groupings of this chaos. And we just put them into their little buckets. And then all of a sudden we say, okay, good. We can handle this portion of the chaos this way, and this portion of the chaos this way, and this portion of the chaos that way. And that involves developing a process. But a lot of people use the word process, but how do you define process? Like, I love talking about definitions of words because it does matter. So check this out. I got this very simple definition here: a series of actions that are done in order to achieve a particular result. We have some series of actions, these things we're gonna do. We do A, B, C, and we get this outcome to achieve a particular result. If you are doing a bunch of actions and it's not resulting in a particular outcome that you want, we're missing something on the process. There's some piece of the process that hasn't been established. There's some part or action that needs to get done that's not getting done, because you should be able to do A, B, C and get the result. When we have that worked out, we actually have a process. Because, listen to this for a second. Process, I'm going to say it one more time, this is important. Process is defined as a series of actions that are done in order to achieve a particular result. We had it a lot, like in areas that we had dealt with, and then with other companies. Okay, do these actions and you should sell. Well, they're doing those actions, sort of, I guess, but they're not selling. And then they do those actions for real and they're still not selling. Well, that tells you we have some part of the process that needs to be fixed. But without establishing the process and having somebody do it, you can't see whether something needs to be fixed or not, because they are doing random action. And random action from one person and another person and another person leads to chaos. And so process comes in by a series of actions that need to occur to achieve a particular result. If you have people doing those for real, actually, you can see that they're doing them. They are doing those actions and it's not creating the result you want, then you just need to fix your process. If you have people doing a bunch of different things a different way, you need to establish some sort of process. Get them doing it, because then you can improve your process. When we are consulting people with my company, when we're consulting clients, this is one of the things we dig into. What is the process? Yeah, we have a process. Great, show me. And then you find out that this guy and this guy and this guy are doing it different ways. Well, then there either is no process, or they're not even doing the process that's there. But we cannot even judge whether you have a process that works if people aren't doing whatever you have established as the process first. There's actually a lot of false information on this subject of processes, and there's complexity and all these other things. It's not. When you start to look enough, it actually gets really, really simple. I want to give you a quote from a famous person. His name, Michael Jordan. He says, the minute you get away from fundamentals, whether it's proper technique, work ethic, or mental preparation, the bottom can fall out of your game, your schoolwork, your job, whatever you're doing. Guys, process is the fundamentals. And it was the thing that was going on when I was overwhelmed and I got to make payroll and I don't have time for organizational things and I don't have time to work this process out. The reason I didn't have time is because I wasn't doing it. So you just start to pick some part that you can say, good, this is the way we do this. And if you don't know how, then get help. You cannot ignore this, because you can't build a large organization in chaos. Yes, as you grow, chaos can happen. Creation starts happening. You're going to get a whole bunch of issues and challenges and problems that pop up. But then you organize, you establish a process, and you get it worked out and smoothed out. Now it gets smooth, and now you grow. So you can start with looking at the actions of people who are successfully doing it for you, right? They're successfully doing that. And you say, okay, how are they doing that? because they are successful. What are they actually doing? And then you get people to do that. When I was super overwhelmed, slammed, I did not have time for anything. I just carved out half an hour a day. I was already at that point working 20 hours a day to actually work on my executive hat, which part of that was just work out. How does something need to get done? The more I was able to do that, the more I was able to move up the organization to actually wear my CEO hat even more. But I just did it step by step by step. And so I was looking in there, what process needs to be established? What do I need to explain? How do I need to do it? And then go from there. Thank you guys so much. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.